Hi, I'm Bybreen and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. Well, I'm continuing with the final part of the Scorpio symbol, the Scorpio Archetype series. So today is November the 22nd, which means it's the 54th anniversary of the assassination of JFK. So here we're dealing with a transformative death that took place. Also tomorrow is about Thanksgiving in America. That's November the 23rd, where families and the whole country is coming together to give thanks for life, to give thanks for blessings, to give thanks actually for the fruits from previous harvests. And so before I get into the kind of archetypes, I want to offer up a special offer to you, because given it is Thanksgiving, and I'm very thankful for everybody who follows me, supports me on Soul Stirring Astrology. Thank you for supporting me along my journey as I share astrology with you. It's a tool, as you know, for personal transformation, and I'm here to demystify astrology so that people can live far more authentic and soulful lives. So I've got a special offer for you. There's going to be a 25% discount on all types of readings. That could be the 2-question email response reading. That could be the half-an-hour phone reading, as well as the 75-minute full chart reading. So if you're interested in having a reading, and if you book and pay for the reading before midnight on Saturday night, so that will be November the 25th, you've got until midnight, November the 25th, to book and pay for your readings, and those prices will hold. Given that we're coming to the end of the year, it could be about the reflection of the year that you've had, but also more importantly, looking at 2018 and what does that mean for you? What does that hold for you, given the transits that are taking place? So if you're looking to take control of your personal narrative, wanting to illuminate your life in a very powerful way, then book a reading with me. The best way to catch me is bybreensamuels@googlemail.com. Drop me an email, headed readings. In fact, why don't we call it Thanksgiving astrological readings? So drop me an email and we'll kickstart that. So just picking up on the themes of the death of JFK and also this Thanksgiving, we're dealing with the arena of Scorpio, which is about introspection, it's death, it's transformation, it's rebirth, it's liberation, it's healing. And so some of the symbols that are surrounded in terms of this Scorpio archetype, you've got the shaman, you have the phoenix, and you have the eagle. And so the shaman is a specialist in managing, leading, and guiding the soul's journey. And so I did a master's in analytical psychology, and I studied Jung, and within the Jungian framework, the way to access the shaman is through dreams. And here is where the healing science is contained in dreams. And the dreams give a sort of elixir in terms of how one is able to transform their lives. And so the shaman here is this sense of the soul, which Alice Bailey describes as the angel coming into contact with the baser elements of your personality. And it's where these two come together. And if they're able to dance in a way whereby the soul is trying to illuminate the darkness, the shadows, the suspicion, the insecurities, and if the soul is able to do that successfully, then transformation has taken place. And that's very representative of this Scorpio archetype. It's the ability to heal, and then once healed, it's then the ability to share. And so the sharing and the healing could come through, for example, that you followed some kind of spiritual awakening, and as a result of that you've had epiphanies. It could be that you've gone through some type of analysis or therapy, and then you've gone on to train as a therapist, because here you're seeking to help other people, and that could be helping other people on their journey through life. It could also be helping other people who are suffering from terminal illnesses and want to die with dignity. And here the shaman figure shows up. And so a great reflection of a shaman was Mother Teresa, a great celebrator of honouring people at all stages of their life. And so whether you're Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun sign, or Scorpio MC, you have this capacity to be the shaman within the zodiac, the natural shaman of the zodiac. Moving now to the other symbols, and we're looking at the phoenix. Now the phoenix is at the highest level. The phoenix is where you're kind of becoming an alchemist. And so the phoenix is how you've kind of risen from the burnt ashes of your nest. You've gone through the eye of the needle. You've been through the dark night of the soul. You've understood what that journey has actually meant. And as a result of this, you're no longer bitter. You're no longer spiteful. You're no longer malicious. You're no longer living in that subterranean murky waters of Scorpio. And the reason being is because you have faced your shadow. And therein lies the power. And the way in which the phoenix is able to rise from the ashes is to face the shadow as a warrior. You're confronting the very heart of the things that you've tried to negate, the things you've pretended about, the things you swept under the carpet, the ugly sides of your personality. And so when a phoenix rises, the phoenix has confronted all the pain, all the hurt, all the jealousies, all the insecurities, all the manipulation, and then is able to stand, has risen and can actually fly through life. And therefore taking a panoramic view of the life that once was. I used to be like that. I used to behave like that. And so here, this is where you as a Scorpio is operating at your highest level. Now, in between the phoenix and the snake, which is the lower level of life, and so if you're in the snake, or if you're living through the snake archetype, you're kind of controlled by power, and power will show itself in terms of controlling others, sex, manipulation, and lies. Whereas the eagle has elements of the snake, but the eagle is a little bit more conscious. The eagle may have feelings or thoughts of, wanting to attack an enemy or be cruel to an enemy, but invariably doesn't carry that out. Whereas the snake is plotting and planning and waiting to strike. The eagle is really trying to move through life with more foresight and understanding. Now, like the snake, it likes a bit of intrigue and control and fascination with those things. But it's moving towards this journey of illumination. It's moving towards this journey of consciousness. Now then, there's the higher eagle, and the higher eagle is like the disciple of the phoenix. And the higher eagle is really in the realm of moving up and thinking, I want to consciously become more transformative within my life. What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to confront in order to leave the snake behind, in order to start tracking your own trajectory? And so when you're operating as the higher eagle, you're just one step behind the phoenix. And so the mythologist Joseph Campbell gave a story of Alexander the Great and some of his cronies. And they were off on a journey to find a yogi. And what they wanted to do was to explore, Indian philosophy and to share, the Western mind and Western philosophy. So off they went, and they met a yogi who was sitting naked on a rock. And they were thinking, oh, this is a bit strange. What's going on here? So they started engaging the yogi and sharing, Western philosophies. And then said, but why are you sitting on a rock naked? What's that about? And the yogi said, well, I think it's arrogant that you appear with the symbols of wealth and power and finery and learning. And actually, if you want to get to your own personal nirvana, you have to start stripping away the layers that are holding you back. And the way that you're able to do that is to strip naked, is to sit on the uncomfortable rock, and then find your way into introspection through meditation. And so whether you're Scorpio rising, sun sign or MC, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to move towards this point of enlightenment. And now don't forget that Scorpio is opposite Taurus. And so when you're going through this higher level of consciousness, what you're seeking to do is you want to be transforming the sort of comfort zones that the moon is exalted in Taurus. And so here you are, you're seeking mastery of your inner habits. You're trying to transform the inner habits that keep you comfortable, that keep you clothed, that keep you acting in a superficial way. And so here you're able to illuminate the lunar aspects and transform those. And at the same time, you're challenging the ego. So you're also stripping away the solar tendencies that are holding you back. And so the archetypes of the shaman, the phoenix and the eagle are ways whereby when you transform, you come through the eye of the needle, you've gone through the dark night of the soul, you've let go of the childishness, you've let go of, let's say, things that have held you back, you know, the denial of a goal, the loss of a loved one, the absolute devastation of heartbreak. And you've gone through your dark night of the soul, and you've arrived at this point when you can actually say, I used to do ... I used to be ... because what that shows is that change and transformation has taken place, but also you're leaving behind elements of darkness. And so that's it, beautiful people. That comes to the end of the Scorpio archetypes and what that means and the symbiology around it. So if you've got any questions, comments or queries, put them in the comment box below. You know I always love to connect with you. Like and subscribe and share this episode with anybody in your network. Thank you so much. Blessings from me. Thank you for supporting me. You know I love to share astrology with you, and you know I'm on this journey to help illuminate your life. So if you want to take advantage of my Thanksgiving special offers, drop me an email, bybreen@googlemail.com, and then we can set up the readings. So if it's booked and paid for before midnight on Saturday, that's November the 25th, the prices will freeze for the rest of the year. Take advantage of it. Start planning your 2018. Reflect on the things that you want to clear up and really get into the juicy, joyful life that's awaiting you. So until then, bye beautiful people. Bye.